Sure, self-improvement makes you better, but self-evolution, that makes you new. Most people in this space talk about self-improvement like it's the ultimate goal, but it's not. Self-improvement is taking a house that is crumbling or might be crumbling and just putting new paint on it. You're taking what's already there and making it look new and seem new. But self-evolution is burning down that house, tearing down that house, and building a whole new house that it looks new and is actually new instead of just looking new. You're burning down your old self and building up a new self instead of painting over your old self, right? So a good way to start with self-evolution instead of self-improvement is these two concepts: progressive deload and progressive overload. So what progressive deloading is you're slowly getting rid of your bad habits. Let's say you play video games for 12 hours a day. What you're doing for progressively deloading it is you get rid of 10 minutes of video games a day until you're down to 0 minutes of video games a day. And then while you're deloading, you progressively overload. So you replace that time with, maybe you start with replacing the first 2 hours with going to the gym, or you start with the first 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, hour with doing a workout at home, maybe going on a run for longer and longer and longer, and you play less video games, and then you start going to the gym, and then you start using your time for other good things, and you're progressively adding good things while you're progressively taking away the bad things. I guess video games aren't necessarily bad, but they're not really productive, are they? You're not getting anywhere in life by playing video games, are you? Unless you're like a YouTuber or something and you're making a bunch of money off of it, which I don't think you are, because if you were, you would be playing video games right now and recording or streaming it. So get to getting rid of your video game addiction and get to adding some good stuff on. There's also another method. Instead of progressively deloading and overloading at the same time, you can deload and get rid of everything and then just have a bunch of time to sit there and be bored and think. And then once you get rid of everything that's not so good for you, that doesn't make you productive, that isn't productive, that doesn't help you in life, then you can add stuff slowly. And if you do have addictions, like if you're addicted to video games, then get off them completely for like 2 months to prove to yourself that you are not addicted to them anymore. And then once you get completely off of them, 2 months. So it might take you a couple months to get completely off of them, and then you stay off for 2 months. And then you can add like an hour back of video games if you really want to. So burn down your old house and build up your brand new house with self-evolution, not self-improvement. They're very similar, but self-evolution is way better. And yes, you can use old things from your old house that you tore down. You can reuse the fireplace, or you can reuse the sink that's not broken. You can reuse the mirror that's not broken. If it's not broken, then you can take it out if you really want to and put it back in your new house, right? I'm sure there are good things about you that you do and that are good about you. It's about taking the bad things out fully and putting new things in instead of covering up bad things with fresh paint. And some of you might think I'm acting like, yeah, I've made my life perfect. I'm perfectly strong. No, I still look kind of skinny. I'm working on it, right? That's why I don't make fitness videos, but I will once I look the part, because no one's going to trust you if you don't look fit. No one's going to trust you on fitness if you don't look fit. So I am on this path with you. I am on this path to heaven, even though it may feel like hell at times. There's also the path to hell that feels like heaven at times, most of the time, I guess. The quote is, the path to heaven feels like hell and the path to hell feels like heaven. But the point is, I am on this path to heaven with you, and I want you to join me and come further along the path with me. Come with me on the path. I guess you are coming to where I am, but you're going to go with me, right? And I may be further ahead of you in some ways, but you're probably further ahead of me in other ways. So we can all pull each other along the path. And a great way to do this is a Discord server, right? We can all interact there. Everything's good. It is the first link in the description. I also have an email list if you would like to join that. I send out cool stuff there. And just remember that self-evolution is better than self-improvement. And remember what progressive deload and progressive overload are. That's what you should get away from. That's what you should get from this video. So join the Discord, join the email list. I love you, bro.